DKOldies, a name that strikes deep fear in the heart of YouTubers everywhere. It's time for round 3, my friends. A couple of years ago, we took a look at DKOldies, who promised to be one of the premier destinations for getting your hands on some retro video games and video game consoles. However, what we found was something truly horrifying. However, it has been quite a while, so let's take a look at not only what we can buy from DKOldies, but also to see what kind of values they give on the consoles that they sold me 30 seconds beforehand. Let's dive in, shall we? All products, new or used, purchased through DKOldies.com are covered by a 365-day free warranty for an easy exchange or store credit within 365 days. Or you can return your item for the full purchase price, not including shipping, within 30 days. Like, that is quite reasonable. Quite reasonable. I say this because I've never tested their warranty, but maybe we'll see how the items show up and if they actually work. $215 for a PS2 Slim? What? I know that like PS2s have gotten significantly more expensive, partially thanks to companies like DKOldies for inflating the values, but $215? That seems excessive, right? Okay, so, oh no, that's bad. Okay, for a standard Xbox 360, a black model, so it should be somewhat more resistant to red rings, with a 120 gig hard drive, $155, and that is with no controller? It says controller optional none, but it also says it will come with one compatible wired controller. So what am I getting? I don't know. But I know I'm getting ripped off. $155 for original Xbox 360? What the is wrong with you? $330 for a regular fat 3DS? That might be the most egregious. It's literally, I have said many times that investments in 3DSs are probably better than gold, stocks, or bonds, because the 3DSs just keep going up. But I think this is a little excessive. All right, we're gonna have to evaluate how the trade-in process works. But for now, let me purchase our consoles under my secret alias of, wait, I can't use Pierre, can I? Do they know Pierre?
Probably.
I am Lier Puigi today, and I'm going to purchase all of my consoles, games, and accessories, and we're gonna get to the bottom of, is DKOldies really a scam? All right, my friends, so we have our 2 separate orders from DKOldies. Now, these are both purchased under different names, none of which were Austin Evans, and they're also shipped to different addresses. Mostly because I didn't want to make a super suspicious one single giant order to Lier Puigi on $1,300 worth of DKOldies stuff. All right, let's see what's in box number 1. Oh my God, I see it, I see it. One moment, please. Hey, team, you're gonna cut that together so it makes it look like I just changed my shirt, right? One moment, please. Whoa! That's crazy! Imagine that. I'm the world's biggest DKOldies fan. Oh, that's the Wii U. All right. I will say, definitely some like minor scuffs and what. Oh, that's broken. I can stick my finger in the Wii U. Don't stick your finger in a Wii U, y'all. It's probably still functional. I mean, it is cosmetic, but it's not like a scratch. Like, I mean, this whole panel has been dented in. Man, that is not a good look for a Wii U, especially because we paid more for this, right? So we had the option of the black 32 gigabyte Wii U or the white 8 gigabyte. And this was like, what, 200 bucks?
Yes, we paid $200, which is $10 more than the black one.
I'm not seeing any other problems other than that initially. So I guess let's get this thing all plugged in and fired up and hope that it is actually fully functional. All right, let's see if our Wii U is Wii U-able. Oh, I hear disc signs of life. Hey! And it hasn't eaten itself alive with this broken fan vent. Let's play some Super Luigi U, the Superior Mario brother.
What?
It's
talking
not
about
even
superior.
a contest. It's not even a contest.
Literally.
Luigi is
Just
so much better.
He's taller and that's it. All right, the song is a banger though.
Is it like legally mandated that every second block you ever see in a Mario game has to have a mushroom in it? No! No! Yeah, boy! Luigi Master right here! So I think it's safe to say that while our Wii U is functional, that this damage is not cool. I will say this is not a great first impression. Next up, we have our Nintendo 2DS. Now, I have a fond little spot in my heart for the 2DS because it's actually a comfortable little console to play. So, date 5/22, handheld QC, functionality confirmed, condition G or A. I assume that's good or average. This was an average 2DS that I purchased?
We purchased it as acceptable.
Oh, sorry, acceptable average, yeah. So, acceptable condition. So the back looks, some minor scuffing, that's fine. We do have a stylus, which looks to be correct. First impressions, quite decent. I'm glad that they set this as acceptable, because there are some minor scratches on the screen. Although, interestingly, it's on the top screen at the bottom, because normally on DSs and 3DSs, the bottom screen is what really gets scratched up, because, little Timmy's there whacking away on his stylus. I could probably use a better phrase, but I'm not going to. There's a little scuff on the corner, but generally speaking, it's quite nice. How much did I pay for this acceptable model?
We paid $110.
So that's not cheap. It's definitely appreciated in the last 10 years, but I will say that actually is not terrible. I don't know what the eBay prices are right now, but you're paying some pretty decent money for pretty much anything that can play a 3DS game. Now, to make sure it works, we have also purchased a box copy of Majora's Mask 3D, which is complete in box with the manual. DKOldies, I know, have at least put more emphasis lately on buying games as well. So as I'm sure you've probably noticed, we've purchased a game for every single one of the consoles that we have bought from DKOldies. How much did I pay for Majora's Mask?
We paid $46.
Boy, is that the right price for a box copy of, it's still open, but of course, but a complete box copy of Majora's Mask?
No.
No?
No, we
okay.
we overpaid for that one by a good amount. You can get like a new one, quote unquote,
Yeah.
like extremely good but not sealed copy of that for like $25-$30.
Oh, bad. Got it. Cool. All right, well, I'll put that disappointment aside, and let's play.
It's a good game.
It is a good game. Not as good as Ocarina of Time, but it's good. Well, until I do that, I will say that I have no real complaints about this 2DS. I actually, especially compared to the Wii U, it's clean, smells good. Make sure the cameras work really quick. Look at this beautiful image. It just really sums up my thoughts on the 2DS. You know what, we had a little bit of a shaky start, but we're back, baby. Alrighty, let's see what is next. I think this is our PS2, but we do have, I will say, a first-party DualShock 2. So this is an authentic looking controller. How much extra did I pay for a first-party controller?
We paid an extra $30 for that PS2 controller.
And that was not like $30 to buy this. It was a $30 upcharge to go from the third-party controller to the first-party.
Correct.
All right, well, I will say, without having plugged it in, it looks like it's in totally reasonable shape. All controllers get scuffed, like that's fine. Now, before I even open this one, I just want to be clear, well padded, no shipping damage. If there's anything wrong with this one, we know. And that is a PS2 Slim. That's pretty good. Minus the missing rubber feet and some minor scratches on the bottom. This actually does look like it's in quite good condition. So we did also purchase a copy of Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2. My 20-year-old recollection is that I actually kind of enjoyed that game. Hey, PS2 is PS2ing. We get that PS2 energy, baby. Woo! All right, so I'm Sarge. How do you do things? Oh, is it jump? Wait, there's a button to rotate immediately? What the? Okay. Whoa. Oh my God, it's inverted. Jesus Christ, it's inverted. What? Turn. Wait, no, he's doing it again. I'm not doing that. Wait, that's not like a thing that the game does, is it? All right, let me just try to swap out the controller and see if a controller we already have works better or if the game being weird. Center. It centers. Okay, it's the game. All right, how much do we pay for our PS2 plus the upcharge on this controller?
We paid $245.
Ouch. There's no way that that is a good price for a PS2, right? There's no way that anyone's actually paying that much for a PS2 Slim, right?
No shot. You can get like decent PS2 Slims for like, it's such a huge spread, but like some of them for under 100, some of them for like 120, 150, but definitely not even touching 200.
And those, I'm assuming, are also coming with first-party controllers, not third-party controllers.
First-party controllers, some of them are even coming with games. It's not even close.
How much did I pay for Army Men? I'm curious. This is a game that makes my brain hurt. And it's not as good as the RTS version.
We paid $34 for Army Men.
Really?
2, yes.
Why? I mean, I know I.
What do you mean? Why? You're the one that.
But no, but why is it? It's not a $34 game, is it? It didn't even come in the box. It just came in like a little like sleeve.
The most I'm seeing is like $30 in like excellent condition, but they're kind of like averaging around 20-ish.
You know what? This is kind of like the worst part of DKOldies. It's one thing when something shows up broken or rusty or terrible. And sometimes, like with the 2DS, you find something decent. This is like just kind of mid, and that the console is fine. The price is absolutely where the problem is. But like, you never know what you're gonna get. Which nicely brings me into the second box. All right, box number 2. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot more third-party stuff in this box. So this is a third-party adapter for our GameCube. And there's also a third-party, at least it's still sealed, controller for GameCube. So I'm guessing that there's a GameCube here. Okay. Oh, wait, before I go too deep into it, was this good or was this acceptable?
The GameCube was acceptable.
Acceptable. Okay, all right. I just wanted to sort of level set expectations here. So definitely moderately scuffed on the top, but I mean nothing deep, just the normal kind of surface stuff. It's yellowed, I'll tell you that for sure, because you look at the gray on the memory card slots versus the actual sort of front fascia. Well, I'll say something. I just pulled this out of the package. Do you see these scuffs on this brand new controller? Look, it's right here and right here. Dude, this thing is actually like scuffed up. I just opened it, and as you saw, I did it carefully with the precision of a surgeon and his jerry-rig everything knife implement. So I do have, to go along with my GameCube, Shrek's Smash and Crash Racing. Behold, my friends. Do you think anyone wants to play Shrek Racing with me?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna round up some reinforcements to play Shrek with me. All right, 4 players, Smash and Crash.
All right, let's go.
Okay, I'm in 4th place. I've missed every item I've tried to go for right now. It's not good.
I can't even begin to understand anything about what's going on.
I did it, 3rd place, Shrek baby. Wait, who's good? Wait, who's next? Who's next?
Here I come, I think.
Not me.
All right.
So I'm not sure what we've learned here besides Shrek is a masterpiece of modern video game cinema and that our GameCube works. How much do we pay, first of all, for our acceptable GameCube from DKOldies with the third-party but actually functional controller?
We paid $145.
I will say I'm not totally sure what GameCube pricing is now. I think that's a little expensive, but I think GameCubes can run like $100 now, right? Like that's not like outrageous.
It's a little bit on the higher end. So again, the one we got was in acceptable quality.
Yeah.
So if we were kind of looking for another acceptable quality, we could probably find one in like the 120 range. For like a really good quality one, it's probably closer to around 200 something-ish.
I guess what we're starting to kind of get a little bit of a picture here is that DKOldies have actually changed some of the prices compared to the last time we looked at them. It feels like for the quote-unquote good conditions, they are not really worth it. But some of the acceptable things that we found have actually been kind of decent. I mean, I would say acceptable is a very good way to describe this one. I mean, it's missing a door on the bottom, which you're never gonna see anyway, and it feels like it works pretty well. How much do we pay for Shrek? The modern masterpiece that it is.
We paid a whopping $35.
Really?
Yes, we paid.
Really?
Yeah, we paid 2 DKOldie shirts.
We should just, everything in this video is just in how many DKOldie shirts. And this is worth 2 DKOldie shirts. And I would argue it's worth 3.
Yeah, what? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. What exactly am I looking at here before I open it up?
You were looking at a OG Xbox 360 in good condition.
Good, so that's the bad condition that you don't want to buy. All right, let's see. So one thing I've not seen with any DKOldies console is dust. So it will, at the very least, blow these things out, clean them up. I'm a little torn on this one. Is that really good condition? I mean, it's not bad. I will say it's not bad, but some of the other devices we got were, I would say, like the GameCube is almost in the exact same sort of shape, and that was acceptable. I think if this had doors that weren't stuck open, I would say it's good, but because that just looks goofy. Like you're buying your nice Xbox 360 and you got a big old hole here, which I can't close, oh, you can close it, but it just flops back open, and the USB door is wide open too. I don't think I'm gonna give them good on this. I actually think that's not quite it. So we do have a copy of Dark Souls if our Xbox works, but I can say a lot of things about DKOldies. They do typically send consoles that are functional, normally. Happy Xbox noises? Yeah, mostly happy. All right, now let's try the disc tray. I mean, it stuttered a little bit, but that is a very good sign. All right, so it opens and closes, but it's reading, I hear it spin, and it stops spinning in open tray. Just say all that about DKOldies checks their consoles and stop working. Oh my God. All right, we're gonna try a copy of Black Ops, a game that we own and we know works from previous experience. So I'm gonna close tray, see if this wants to play. So I hear it spin.
Please. Oh, that's a different sound.
Oh, that's a different sound, and it stopped. This drive is not working. Oh my God, dude.
I hope it didn't mess up our
I know,
disc.
let me just double check.
Oh no.
There's absolutely a scratch all the way around.
No! I don't think that was cracked beforehand.
So this is a copy of GTA 5, which our disc 2 does not work on. So we won't even try
Clean it
that.
just in case, so it's pristine.
As pristine as possible. Again, we're trying to give DKOldies every benefit of the doubt. If this gets scratched, we know it's the 360. It also doesn't work, we also know that too.
Don't like that sound.
Okay, well, it's not working. Did it scratch it? Oh, it scratched it! Oh my God, it scratched it! Hold on, let me show you the exact same photo I just took. Holy shit, it just scratched it. Hey Alex, how much do we pay for our Xbox 360 in good condition? You know.
Well, considering it doesn't work with too much, we paid $155.
Oh my God, dude!
We paid them $155 to destroy our games.
We're not even done yet. There's still more to look at. Oh my God.
Damn you, DKOldies.
All right, let's go back into our box of despair and see what else is lurking. Now, I'm very curious about the Switch because this is a console that came in acceptable condition.
It came in acceptable condition.
Okay, so we've got this one. So it does show as acceptable. Internally serviced, so functionality confirmed is no, internally serviced is yes. Interesting, I wonder if they actually cracked this one open. I will say though, I can immediately tell you on the back it does say -01. So this should be a red box Switch. Immediately I'm drawn to the screen. That's like an actual scratch. It's not the worst scratching I've ever seen, but it's not good. Top looks to be, it's a red Switch. That's not straight. Look, I'm a straight expert, and that's not straight.
It's
So
Pride
it's-
Month.
Yeah, I was gonna say so.
Look, not to say there's anything wrong with that. Okay, well, now that I have upset someone, somewhere, let's give this a try. Hey, Nintendo, my favorite company. Yeah. The left one's connected, the right one's not connected. So it works when I plug it in, but when I unplug it, it immediately dies. We'll let that run for a second. Let's load up a copy of Switch Sports. Anyway, look at this. Our copy of Switch Sports is working totally fine. And now that we have a little bit of charge, our Joy-Cons also work fine. Cool, I'm feeling great about this. I'm feeling like we've gotten ourselves back on track. How much do we pay for our red box, so -01 model of the original Nintendo Switch?
We paid $185. You can find a Nintendo Switch, the red box one, with like all the accessories, all that stuff, for like, let's say in the $150 range.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Again, I think that the price has probably come down a little bit over the last like few weeks. How much do we pay for Switch Sports? I mean, this has gotta be like a $20 game at this point, right? Like, does anyone actually like this game?
Haha, you wish. Try doubling that. We paid $40
For Switch Sports?
for Switch Sports.
Is this really a $40 game?
Kinda, yeah.
Wow.
That might, it's like $30 to $40 actually still.
I mean, I will say, the game is in great shape. It works. So, my friends, stay tuned. The fun don't stop now. Oh no. I'm about to sell a whole mess of consoles back to DKOldies, and I'm gonna file a couple of warranty claims and see what happens with the broken Wii U and the disc-eating Xbox 360. How is it that we start a video unboxing a bunch of consoles, and at the end of the video, we have fewer working things than we did at the beginning? I feel like this is not the way that this is supposed to work. And so, my friends, I have many updates from our friends over at DKOldies. It did not go well. Okay, so, Alex.
Yes, tell the audience what happened.
Look, just as like a little inside baseball here. I, for reasons that I think should be pretty obvious, am not using my name for any of these various sales, trade-ins. I have a complicated web of addresses, real people's names, fake email addresses that I'm trying to finagle here.
Is it because DKOldies hates you?
I don't know why they could possibly not like me. So I went on the site and I filled out the little form to get a quote for how much they would offer me to purchase all of these various different consoles, not of course including the ones that I had returned. So it's not like the whole value, but it was the majority, pretty much literally everything else besides those two. They had responded back offering $293 in cash or 20% more in store credit for everything I listed. $293 for all of that. Alex, would you just help me out real quick? How much did I pay for all those items that they offered to give me $293 for?
We paid $894.88.
So they're giving me less than 30% the value that they're selling. Now, okay, I want to be clear here. We've done this sort of thing with a lot of places, including GameStop. You're never going to get 80% of the value, even 50% of the value on a trade-in is usually a little bit aggressive, but 30. So I almost immediately responded, hello, blank person's name. Would it be possible to break down an itemized price for each item? Thank you. Seems pretty reasonable, right? Except, if you take a closer look, you may spot a little boo-boo. I forgot to change the name on the email address.
Yeah.
It's from Austin Evans. Whoops. And surprise, surprise, they did not respond and or completely ghosted me after this particular moment once they saw an email come back from Austin Evans asking for an itemized list. So we did not actually trade in our consoles. We had the value, theoretically, if they actually paid it, but they didn't respond to me anymore and they didn't want to take my trade in. Can't imagine why. But they did provide warranty replacements for our busted Wii U and our Xbox 360. Now, it took a lot of finagling to get that. The Xbox was actually pretty easy, and I will say, I will give them credit, their customer service was good because they responded within a day. They immediately said, we're so sorry about that. We're sending you a replacement. It'll have a shipping label in the box to return the old one. And they even offered to replace the disc that was scratched, which I did not take them up on. The Wii U was also the same thing. I responded from different email addresses kind of slightly later. The only problem with the Wii U is that they forgot to ship it. So 11 days after they said that they were gonna send one, I pinged them and then they immediately overnighted one, oh, we're bad, our bad, sorry. So let's take a closer look, my friends. So, yeah, I think we're good with this, right? Just visually, minor scuffs, nothing too crazy. The door works. Yeah, this actually, I will say, is probably in slightly nicer cosmetic condition. Okay, all right. Let me plug in our new Xbox 360, make sure it doesn't eat any more of my discs, and then we'll move on to the Wii U. Okay, now, before we even start, just to avoid any doubt, I'm gonna take a close look. I would say light scuffs, but my guess is that this is a functional disc. Just a lot of little minor things, but nothing that seems crazy for a 15-year-old Xbox game. Okay, everybody ready? 3, 2, 1.
Okay, sounds better.
Oh, those are very happy disc noises. Yep, it's spinning up, yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes. All right, we're in. Oh my goodness, is this an actual way to play a real video game on an Xbox 360? This is blowing my danged mind. Let me,
Let you just die.
You know what, that's some user error. Much like I fumbled my way through not being able to trade my consoles in, let's move on swiftly to our Wii U. Okay, well, I see one vent that's not cracked and broken. That's a good sign. What is this? It's like a piece of a foot or something. It's really small.
What? Oh.
It looks, it's like a button or a piece of foot or something. I don't know what would be black. Okay, I'll just put that off the side for a second. I don't know what that is. I will say it's a little bit of a subtle difference. Our original one, which is the one on the right side, is a little more yellow than this one. But this does seem fine. I think I found out where this little piece of black plastic came from. The plastic around the power for the console is completely shattered. I do think this will go into the console. I think it's probably safe. It doesn't look like it's gonna affect the contacts or anything. Okay, well that's a good sign. Wii U is Wii Uing. So the power adapter is at least functional enough to work and it has not caught on fire yet. Yay. All right, let's play Breath of the Wild, my friends.
Oh my God.
Yay.
I never wonder why he's wearing pants. It just feels, I understand why, but I feel like I want Link to be wearing pants, to be clear, but it's kind of weird. I will say it does feel like, I believe we can say with some level of certainty that this is a functional Wii U with a slightly sticky gamepad.
Ugh.
And a slightly broken cable.
I think that's slightly more than
This
slightly.
still sucks.
Yeah, okay, look, I'm trying to be positive here. What can we say about DKOldies? Have they improved their quality? I don't know that I can say that that's the case. I understand you gotta make money. I'm trying to be very, very fair, painfully fair here. I think quality control needs to be stepped up, and I think that the pricing is still too expensive. I hate to say it, there's not a lot that's redeeming about DKOldies. You would think after the years, and myself as well as many other people pointing out the issues with DKOldies, that you would see some significant improvements. And yeah, they don't put the little warranty stickers on the consoles anymore, great. And theoretically, they do more to fully QC products, but this is not it, y'all. This is not it. And on that bombshell, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. Next time, I make even worse decisions.
How could you make a worse decision?
You'll have to subscribe to find out.
Oh my God.